Who doesn't like a relatable chat? Tune in, turn up, umva Pool Talk, a different kind of company.
Hello guys,
Hi guys,
Bobby and Becky again.
we're back with another topic today. What are we going to talk about today?
We are tired of apologizing that we take so long. Ariko, we are working on it.
Slowly by slowly,
The progress will come.
yes. Ntabwo natwari twebwe twakifuje to upload as many times as possible, but
Due to certain circumstances.
bitatuturitseho.
Today we have another interesting topic. When did you realize that you're growing old?
Okay, when did you realize that you're grown? Cyangwa
You're
you're
growing.
getting old.
Anyway, I'm sorry, this video I won't relate so much because me, I am still young. Nukuri rwose, she relates more, but for the purpose of you,
I want
guys.
to remind you that uri minsi ngahe haryo nta nubwo icumi igezemo ngo umfate.
and my dear, I am still in my 20s, and so for the purpose of you guys who like podcast, I'll get along. Ariko nyine understand that I don't relate.
Let us know igihe when you realized ko ewan growth.
Some things that you started doing and you realize, oh my God.
This is
Nanga
because
says
of my
something
age.
changed
Yes.
about you.
Let us know. So for me, one thing that have really that I see co-growth has eliminated in my system is being petty. These days, I prefer communicating rather than being petty. Uribuka ko kera nyine umuntu iyo yivumburaga yakoraga ibintu byose bikwereka ko wamurakaje, ariko none ikintu gisekeje nuko in doing it you wanted to show that you don't care, but you actually cared enough to ruin your whole day just to show someone ko yakoze ibintu bitari byo. So these days I prefer coming to you ngakubwira ABC, sort it out.
The pettiness, it goes as far as say, let me see something petty. You tell me, okay, I'm going to call you back. Okay, I'll call you. Changa say, okay, I'm going to call you.
And then you don't call. And then I get mad. And then I don't talk to you for like forever. And then you have to ask me, what were you?
No, actually, in nowadays, sometimes I even forget that someone told me they're going to call me. That is how I think, I say how bad things are. I forget that I have, the same way I can also forget to call someone. I understand more of why something happened than just, I say, throwing tantrums. I try to also put myself in that person's situation. Like, for example, Babi, if I say, okay, let me call you again, and I don't call you, I know very well that somehow, somewhere, you got something else that, which I can also get. Probably
at this age, people are busy.
Yeah, people are busy. Like, for real. Ariko nanone, there is a level of carelessness that you don't have to reach.
Yeah.
Depending.
That is when I realized that the level I'm at, nabgari yuriho, and it's going to be hectic for me to raise you up or bring you up, I would rather drop you.
Actually, on the pettiness, one thing that also made me realize that I'm growing, I easily swallow the negative answer or the negative comment.
Oh, yes.
And I openly give it.
Oh, yes.
If it's a no, I can openly tell you, no, I won't come. Like, Becky, hi, this and this. I'm like, oh, okay, no, I'll not. You're trying to say no, but you feel like you should give an excuse for that reason as to why you're saying no. Nowadays,
I think I'm past that.
It's a no.
It's
a yes. It's a basically direct answers.
Why do I have to explain to you? Actually, when I start explaining myself, I don't have a reason not to come. I just feel the guilt. Urumva hari igihe uba wemereye umuntu, hari igihe uba wemereye umuntu ikintu warangiza ukabona gishoboye wenda kubera ufite ubunebwe cyangwa se wavuye muri mood gatangiye kuvuga sha ntago bikunda mama wanjye yansuye. But anyway, so yeah, one thing that I realized growth has eliminated in my system no kwivumburaho, guhimana, kuhangana, I'm not. No, it's too exhausting for my age.
In fact, now nowadays when something happens, I'll open it, talk about it, communicate about it. Once, even twice.
And then the third time, you do not deserve my communication.
In fact, it's not even about deserving. You don't deserve to the power to put me again in that situation. I'll make sure that you don't. There is no situation as to where you tell me I'll call you again.
Yeah.
In fact, just know, not like I'll be annoyed or anything. So there will never be any other situation of where you have to promise me that you call and you don't call.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is the pettiness thing that we're talking about, because that's something that used to be a big deal. Hey,
yeah,
you tell me you want you. Okay, let us talk later, and we don't talk.
You have to explain yourself. We persisted. We insisted. We tried to be persuasive, man. Like, tukaguha ingingo zose zishobora kukwereka ko you should have called.
Yeah. Oh, that time, imagine your phone is there the whole day and you haven't used it. No one has called you so that you talk for like 1 hour.
Back then when I was young, you'd
feel like the whole village has tracked you.
Yes.
You don't have friends.
In fact, you get depressed.
Now, let it be worse. And there is
anything. You're in a relationship.
No, a relationship is too big.
A situationship.
Even a situationship is big. There is
talking stage.
Maybe. Or anything lying. Anyone lying to you. Or anyone you're lying to or lying to you.
And they don't call?
Something.
Drama.
You don't
Drama.
You don't use your phone on the ears.
Drama. Texting someone and you keep waiting for the notification. And if 2 minutes pass, you're like, hey.
And they're online.
The thing of deleting what you we have seen days. Texting someone and after a minute or two, for them, I can choose not to reply.
You must have been a drama queen.
If we are talking drama, we know where drama lies. But we shall move. Let's move. Before we spill the secrets, we move or we talk.
Anyway, Shamba, go say nowadays, if we talk, good and well. If we don't talk, life moves on. If I say I'm going to call you and I don't call and I call tomorrow, Changa, the other day, I mean, yeah, I might say, oh, the other time I wasn't able to call you back, but this and this, you get it? Like,
Ariko, this does not give the space for people who are just careless. Kuko harumuntu utagusubiza, harumuntu utaguhamagara, harumuntu cyangwa harumuntu ukora ibyo mwavuganye, and you know if they could, they would have. But there are those people.
So now those
that you know, there is no way they are going to do what they say they would do.
Now for those ones, we just make sure that you don't get a chance again. Or I don't put myself again of where you have to tell me I'll call you again. So basically, just make sure that kind of person does not exist in your plans. Let me put it.
Yeah. And if you talk and they promise you something, do not just rely on that. Do not rely on the process.
Thing that
there's some people who are not reliable, by the way. If you know yourself and you know you're not reliable,
you have a big problem.
Ifate kugatuza guti
Let me tell you.
ngombe mpinduke.
Let me tell you, Barbara. One thing that made me made me realize that I am growing. I appreciate, cyangwa se I value small things more than I value. Since uburyo nabyita. Let me give you an example. Honesty. Nkuko wabivuze, reliability.
Yego.
So knowing that if Barbara says A, it's gonna be
It's
A.
going to be A.
It's all that it means a lot to me. Kuko mbambi zingo, if I reach a point of where Barbara will actually have to say A in her mouth, it's A. You get being able to have someone's word.
There is something that I'm developing. I don't know if it's healthy or it's bad. It will backfire. I don't know. Ariko, there's some people urumva hari abantu baba badashobotse, but they are supposed to. They're in your life, and there is no way you're going to eliminate them, right? So, ikintu numva natangiye kwiga nuko if I know I can't eliminate you in my life, but you're problematic or you exhaust me behavior-wise, I'm just going to welcome you in my life, but I'm not going to rely on your promises or actions, or I don't know if I make sense. As in,
you do.
ndabizi uko uteye, ndabizi ko ntagukura mu buzima bwanjye, kandi ndabizi ko ntaguhindura, kandi ndabizi ko udateze guhinduka. I am just going to accept you like that, and I'm not going to fight that part of you. I'm just going to embrace the part of you that I enjoy. I don't know if that makes sense. Let's say, niba nzi ko wenda ubeshya, ariko nkaba nzi ko you're a good friend in general, sibyo? Uritanga, you're there for me, ariko nzi ko
how are you going
ubeshya.
to be there for me? Let me tell you, you're going to say, oh, I'm coming in 5 minutes because I know you are a person who is going to be there for me.
No.
What if that is the moment you're like,
No.
I'm going to be there in 5 minutes?
Ushobora kumbeshya ngo wagiye hatariho ugiye. Ushobora kumbeshya ngo waguze uyu mwenda amafaranga atariho waguze.
Let me tell you.
Ushobora kumbeshya. There are those lies that do not affect anything in our relationship.
But there are those that also affect.
Yes, ariko ndimo ndavuga umuntu ushobora kuba ufite igice kimwe kiri convenient in our relationship, in our friendship, or in our coexistence. Ariko hari n'ikindi ntabasha gutolerating. So, one thing that I've learned to do is to cut out that part of you. Niba nyine nzi ko ushobora no, niba nzi ko ushobora kumbwira ngo uyu mwenda waguze 50 kandi wabiguze 5,000. I am not going to argue with you because I know you're lying.
I think now this is where the categories come in the people that, let me say, the people that are in my life. This is how the categories come. If it depends, everyone is not perfect. That is the truth. There is always a side that a side about someone that you will not like. I can take, Barbara is a package. Sibyo? Barbara is my best friend. She's a very close person to me. Sibyo? So, but Barbara is not reliable. Sibyo? So I will make sure that where I need someone
reliable
there for me, I can call you. Kuko mbizi neza ko when you are there, everything is going to be done. Ariko, I will not rely on you. I'll call someone else. Remember you? Who I know is reliable. Ariko, I will also still call you and I'll give you the same tasks. So, if you show up, good and well.
Ariko, urumva ko you're saying exactly what I was saying.
Yes. But
urumva mpitaniga ahubwo ukuntu mo handling.
This is now the problem. It takes a lot.
It takes a lot, but there are some people who are worth sacrificing for. There's some people who who you really know, because most friendships or relationships or I don't know, partnerships hari ahantu biba byarahereye. There is that friend that you have a strong connection or a strong foundation haturutse ubushuti bwanyu that you cannot just drop like that.
Yeah.
So what you have to do is to
tolerate
the part you can tolerate, and then find a way to deal with the part you do not tolerate. That's what I'm saying. Actually, there's those people who just show up in your life, disturb you, disorganize it, and then they want you to treat them like the problem they are.
I think this is now where I feel like I'm growing up. I no longer want to be a by the way in someone's life changase situation. I want to be
is settled for second places, third places, maybe places, just in case places at this age.
This girl must be a drama queen.
Oh yeah, ahubwo I think
Anyway.
because I think I initially was a people pleaser.
Yeah, we were actually. Yeah,
Sibyo? But after learning that
not
part
even
of
only
me,
people pleaser. Njewe, I would be before I do something. I would first ask myself,
who is going to be
I
affected?
had like 3 people in my life. Actually, I think that is the community that I cared much about. My mom as an individual, my siblings, that means a family in general. How is this going to affect? Then my church. I think maybe it's because it is the community that
that you grew up in. I don't
But
think
right now, as long as my heart, inside my heart, I feel like this is something that I am supposed to changase. It's supposed to happen. Mnimache, it's not like I no longer value those people in my life. Changase their opinion. No, I do. You just have to be like, but mom, by the way, if this and this and this, do you think this and this and this? So
Yeah.
I think that is growth.
Yeah.
So nice.
But
It's
the
a relief.
peace that comes with growth.
Yeah.
By the way, there is a thin line between, in fact, I think they're just identical. Or not identical, but they're very closely related. Growth and self-awareness. In fact, I think growth comes from self-awareness.
Yeah.
Take away
you
the
can-
age.
You can
You
there
can
are
grow.
people who don't even know who they are, or
Yes.
what they want, or anything about
Yes.
themselves. Age is just a number. That's not this.
They can
video
wait.
lie to you.
Under those two, growth, self-awareness, hagomba kuba. In fact, if not above, emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
But emotional intelligence comes with growth and self-awareness.
Yeah.
Rumva, you cannot ushobora gukura imyaka ikakurenga kabisa ingingo zigatangira gukocagurika. But if you're not self-aware and you do not have emotional intelligence, I do not care how high your IQ is. Now, there are those people who have the highest IQ you could ever think of.
And you look
But
at
because they do not have emotional intelligence and they are not self-aware, except the fact that they can build bashobora gukora indege ikana fly.
what has the plane done to you?
I am not talking about the pilot, excuse me. I'm
I'm
talking about the geniuses. I'm talking about
whatever that are taking stray bullets.
I'm talking about the geniuses. Akaba yajya hariya agakora imodoka igahaguruka ikagenda, or a rocket, or I don't know. They can figure out a life in another planet, but they don't know how to live with others. They don't know how to, as in nothing else apart from the skill they have. They don't have common sense.
And from school they told us it is not common. So
Anyway,
something that
I don't know why they call it common sense.
when it is not common.
There are some people, there are some people you deal with, and you're like,
as we were still talking about pettiness and emotional intelligence and all that, part of growth is also real choosing where your attention is, what you give attention, and
Priorities.
what you give. No, what gets your attention and what you give your attention to.
Yeah.
No, could it?
Priorities. They can get if there is one thing that is bigutura umutwaro is figuring out your priorities. Iyo utazi your priorities, ibintu byinshi birakuvuna shaho. Birakuvuna ni hahandi uhura na Becky yagutuma ku isoko ukajyayo, ya baguhamagara mu rugo ugataha utaranacyura ibyo bagutumye, baguhamagara kuri telefone uri mu kazi ukitaba, wajya kuri WhatsApp ugiye gutexting umuntu ukarangira ugiye kuri TikTok, byarangira mu gitondo ugasanga nta.
Reka mbwire ba wowe ntabwo ugezeho ubaho bucura. Niyo mpamvu yewe I think ntuza capacity of multitasking came from the position of being the last born. Abizi ko ntabwo ari multitasking iyo bayita kukujujubya. Ariko barakujujubya. Noneho iyo ufite ba siblings, nzanira igikombe, ninzanira ikiyiko, ninzanira umunyu, undi nzanira akadashyo, undi nzanira, kandi all of them expect you to bring it in time. Kandi nawe koko urabona ko you're supposed to bring it.
Eka nkubwire. Last bonds. Ntabwo ba multitaskinga nk'aba first bonds. At least when you're multitasking,
we are going to do a live
okay.
of first bonds and last bonds.
Yeah.
Then the social media will sort it out.
Okay.
Kuko.
Ariko ariko ziko first bonds you multitask and no one is multitasking for you except your parents.
My dear, uziko hari umunsi umwe narwaye isereri just because everyone was telling me to go bring something and I didn't know what to bring first and what to bring
But
last.
you know when you need something, everyone also is serving to you. Now, it's different.
What do you mean when I need something? I think maybe it comes at a certain level. When you're young, you don't, last bonds when they're young.
Nah, they can
the worst position
Let
to
me
be.
give you a
When
very
everyone-
simple
when you have
example.
grown, everyone has grown.
Let me give you a very simple
We are talking
example.
about-
Let me ndaguha
about
ka example
growing
ka kera ko kwishuri sibyo. For example, bakubise naki. Bakuru be bose bari muri icyo kigo, musaza bari muri icyo kigo. Do you think they are not going to fight for you?
Of course, they will fight for me.
Who is going to fight for them?
Of course, no one. But it is the same thing as
Period.
It's the same thing as being at school when you're the only child in your family who is there. No one is going to fight for you.
No. Okay, bikure kwishuri. Muri karisi.
Okay, I
And
understand.
they're talking about Becky. And
We
the
shall sort this life.
elder sisters
We
and
shall
the brother
sort this
is
life.
there. Who is going to fight for who?
I will not answer. We shall sort this life. She is a firstborn. I am a lastborn, and I swear
Haven't you?
it has
haven't
been
you?
a
That
debate
time
going on a long time
Uh-huh.
about lastborns and firstborns.
Yeah.
So, what made you realize that you're growing?
Yeah, like you just said, setting priorities, knowing my priorities. Like, I need to know when I have to remove myself in your situation simply because my priorities are not in the same lane as yours. Candy, I'm not going to judge you for that because we are two different people with different responsibilities, different personalities, different. But now, I draw a line when we are in the same project. We have the same priorities, but you're not delivering as to our tasks. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes.
So that's when I am able to confront you, cyangwa saying hakubwira this and this and this should be like this and this and this, and you have the what? You have the right to also do the same to me. So hari igihe nyine, and that's growth, I think.
Yeah,
Because before, I think I would have tolerated you meandering around when we have something to do, or cyangwa se ukankurura ukanjyana mu byawe kandi nanjye nari mfite ibyo ngomba gukora. But growth,
I think growth comes also
that.
like from the priorities and growth part. It makes some answers not even easy to give. Nowadays, man, you just give someone a direct answer. It's a yes, it's a no, it's a maybe. It's a, you are able to give an answer or to swallow one that you wouldn't have swallowed or given a long time,
ninkubwira ngo natujyane Nyabugogo,
and you say no, it's a no.
and I also need to understand that's another thing that shows growth in me, because before you could tell me no and I'm like, she doesn't want to hang out with me, which is problematic. Sometimes no doesn't mean they don't like you or you're not a priority, cyangwa se ntabwo bagukunda. It simply means right now it's not possible.
And if they feel like another thing, it's you reach a point of where it's no longer about explanations. Like you don't feel like explaining yourself to someone, and at the same time you don't feel like someone owes you explanations. More especially if it's not even a direct effect on you. They're like, okay, you start. Let us call this Coco. That is actually true. As you grow, your circle gets small.
Yes.
So people who owe you, let me say, for example, explanations, you'll find they're like 1 or 2 person. In fact, in this era, it's your spouse.
Actually, when you even think about
and
it deeply,
not
on
even
a
that,
deeper level, they don't owe you anything.
And the
They're
same way
just
you don't,
not on the same page.
and
period.
at the same time, you also don't owe. I don't have to explain myself as to why I haven't visited you for a whole year. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't. Ariko, say you want your friend to tell you the reason as to why they didn't tell you that they had a party, and
It depends on which friend. Kubera ko if you throw a party for
okay,
Liam,
they went in a party.
yeah, okay.
Not they had a party. They went in a party. Whose
That's
party?
your life. Hey, you left
When?
me.
So you didn't
Ariko
tell
sha
me.
murahararanye.
My dear.
Ako ni agahararo. Nubaharara ukuzanyibuka.
Growing up, growing up, I feel like it's peaceful.
Yeah, tukomeza tuvuga ngo growing up is a scam.
No, it's not.
But sometimes, of course, there are some challenges, actually very many challenges that come with it. Ariko, there is the peace
that also come with it.
that comes with it. The fact that you have to make your own choices. My
Uncle, do you
goodness.
know some people were actually like this even way before? Okay, now we are talking about our age. There are some people who are actually like this even when they were just turning 20.
Niyo mpamvu hagati twagezeho tukavuga ngo growth, if you put away the age,
Yeah,
you
it
can
has
still
nothing
have
to
the
do
growth.
with the age. I think growing up, growth comes with
I think it's a
it's a
combination,
combination of responsibilities, lifestyle, character,
personality,
yeah.
who you choose to be after being self-aware. Kubera ko, there's some people, by the way, self-awareness doesn't mean you change. Kubera ko, there's some people who know themselves
And they know they are bad people.
and they
And
don't
they
want
are
to
happy
change.
about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're like, I am lazy, I am incompetent, but I don't care because I created my own world. I have to do this and this and this and this, and I'm happy.
I mean, just because someone does not agree with you doesn't mean that they haven't grown.
Yeah.
They can get another thing that I have. Okay, in my growing up, I feel like they mean so much to me. I talked about honesty. Yes. Now, in the honesty part, and I talked about honesty and okay, yeah. Another thing that comes with
Accountability,
growing up is
responsibility.
forgetting, but that one would be the last point.
Someone-
Reliability and honesty. Let me tell you, giving your word. Okay, knowing that you can give your word and it
Follow
it
it up.
means something. You know, being in a community of where they say if Becky says yes to you, yes. Have you ever heard someone say something like that?
ariko uzi umuntu kuvuga ngo
Very
Becky
nice.
yambwiye ngo araje ewe
Forget.
urambabaje. I pray I never be in that situation.
I make sure that my word tries. Like I haven't reached there yet, but I am trying. I make sure that my word really means something.
Yeah, it's
If I
hard,
said
but
A,
we should.
I really do the A. And if I am not able to do the A, because there is a lot of things that affect a situation, you see that I have put in energy. For example, we had to meet tomorrow for lunch, and I reach at 10, and I find out that I will not make it. I text you, hey, Babi, I have something came up, and I will not be able to make it for lunch. What else can I do? Ukabona ko there is an initiative. One, communication. Two, letting the other person participate in the solution that is going to come from the changes. Since
Communicate.
I feel it's nice.
It's nice knowing that baba we no hari ibintu umuntu abatekereza ajya gakora gusura abantu utababwiye, and you
From
expect them
nowhere.
to sit and entertain you.
From nowhere. You are the door.
Shamana Choko, I apologize.
People still do it.
I know. I very well know. But I apologize to whoever nikubise hejuru tutavuganye. And you're forced to entertain
Changwa
me.
say, even, do you know, I'm even sometimes feel offended calling someone, Sha, I was nearby. I was wondering if you're home. No, Kuri, if I came nearby without telling you that I'm coming nearby, I swallow it. If you see me, I'll just, I don't even.
No, there's some people
Ariko
nyine
if-
nk'ubu ngubu uri hano hafi ukaza hano nta kintu byano. There are those
ba-
people that
ibaze nkuhamagaye saa yine yewe narindi Nyamirambo uri mu rugo se no,
let me tell you the difference.
before I leave home
Let me
call. By the way, narindi Nyamirambo wari uhari. The moment I find out that I'm going to be nearby, that is the moment I should tell you I'm going to be nearby your place.
No, reka nkubwire. There are some people. The reason why I'm saying this, there are those people that need you to entertain them, need you to get ready for them, need you to prepare something for them. Uje ukanyikubitaho, niba ndimo kurya umushyushyu turawusangira. Niba ntaroga, ndaza kuba noga. Niba ntarakora amasuku, ndaza kuba nyakora. Niba ntarateka, ndaza kuba nteka. But those people bakwikubitaho. Niba nta n'amafaranga ufite ugomba kwiguriza kugura fanta, ugomba kwicara aho ngaho ugatangira kuvuga ibya hene baraho.
Probably that day you're not even in the mood.
Right? I don't want to put on clothes. You're here forcing me to put on a bra because I can't sit in front of you. Nah, bra. My goodness. Normalize calling people before ubikubitaho. In this era,
Before showing up.
in this economy,
The economy part now that makes sense.
in this
Let us leave
economy,
era, but in this economy,
kuko ngewe reka nkubwire, the way I was raised at home, winjiye mu nzu ugomba kubona ikintu cyo kurya cyo kunywa. There is nothing like wowe nta kibazo.
wait, how come it does not apply to me?
Wari wava muri runo rugo.
The way you have been raised, how come it does not apply to
Be
me?
honest,
I
wari
will
wava
be
muri
this
runo
time.
rugo nta kintu
So-
uriye. Of course, reka nkubwire, wenda nshobora kutagenda ngo njye guteka nkuko natekera in this. Ariko if there is bread, you have access to it. If there is tea, you have access to that. If there is anything edible,
Anyway, there is
You have
ways that we
access.
have been raised, and there is morals that we have as people. So sometimes you don't give us a chance for those morals, changa say, whatever, to align.
yes.
So
If you come to me, rwose utanteguje, just know.
another thing that comes with growing up, it's I don't want to say planning. Changa say, I think maybe that one will come in self-awareness, like the way you talked about, but like giving value of the person that you want to be, or the person that you want people to have
Investing in
in their
yourself.
head when they say Becky. Let me be like, oh, do you know Becky? That picture that comes.
Yeah.
realizing that it means a lot.
It doesn't mean ko utangira gukora ibintu kugira ngo abantu bakubone.
No.
It's just setting branding
branding
yourself.
Exactly. That's what I was looking for. Making sure that you're a brand. You, as a person, you're a brand. And growing up is realizing that you're a brand. That's one. Then working on what kind of brand that you want to be.
Yes. Investing in yourself, literally. Like we said, self-awareness does not... Of course, you can be self-aware.
Brand yabo. Actually, hari abantu badafite brand.
Yeah.
Umuntu afite brand.
Banyamugiyo bajya niko babita.
No, ufite brand of your group. Sibyo. Ufite brand of your workplace. Actually, now that comes with the status. Murabyumva. Ufite brand of your family name. Ariko you as a person.
You do not. By the way, those are the people bagira mu myaka iri hejuru gatoya bakagira identity crisis.
Yes, because you cannot identify yourself as a person.
No.
Your identity is attached.
Bagukuyeho inshuti zawe, bakagukuraho ababyeyi bawe, bakagukuraho umuryango wawe, urusengero rwawe. Who are you?
Who are you? Exactly.
Except the fact that you're a pilot. Sibyo? You're
Guys, I need justice.
Okay, except the fact that I am a videographer. I am a photographer.
Is that the
Who
only
am
career
I?
that you know? Don't.
Which other career do you have?
No, I mean, why are you so much insisting on?
No, you say you want me to ask you, except the fact that you're a doctor.
Engineer.
Are you an engineer?
No, you're asking me. We're asking.
No, I'm asking you. Except because I'm giving you as an example. Except the fact that you're a pilot. Who you are a daughter. Yes. You are a sister.
Removing that title.
Yes. Who are you? There's some people who can't answer that question. There is actually an exercise that I and Remy learned. Yoku introducing her as the other person. If you have someone close to you, let them introduce themselves as you. If they say anything else, if they only say your career, your relationship, your name, just know you are not branding yourself well.
Oh, I think that is nice.
If you ask me, go introduce yourself as Becky. If I say both my names, my career, my relationship, and that's it. Just know.
All the brand.
Just know. All people know about you is your CV. Nothing else. So yeah, growing up is knowing how to brand yourself, and brand yourself based on who you are, not your friends.
When you reach that moment, Changase, when you realize that, now that's when you start giving attention, Changase, value to some things like your word.
Yes.
Like your integrity.
The friends you choose to move with.
The people you interact with. This
what you no longer tolerate.
That you found in Nyine. That's when you start being picky. Let me put it that way. That's when you start realizing things that...
No, let's not call it picky. That's when you start being intentional on every decision you make. Be it friends, career, plans.
And by the way, some people also feel like they are so much of a bigger brand and they stop associating with people.
Which is a problem.
So you start dropping friends. Here, by the way, and we are not even talking about that. For you to be a brand, you should be known. So you should be on a certain level.
Yeah.
No. Be a brand to those people that are around you. Be a brand.
Or to yourself. You don't owe it to anyone.
You get like
give
be
yourself
a brand in your family. Let them know that I have a sibling, Babi, but she's this and this and this. Being a brand, even if your brand, we attach it to a higher status, a higher position of you must be known to very many people. That's when your brand is valuable. That's when you should be paying attention. No. Ubundi bajya bavuga ngo umuntu ubavuze Becky bakwibukira kuki. Murabyumva? I think
Haranira
also that
ku-
comes with the
growth. Yes.
As you're building your brand, you're also building your legacy. Since Changa, some of us have really grown so much that twashaje. Ubwo umuntu atangiye no gutegereza
ariko aho kugira ngo
legacy.
usaze nabi usaze wanduranya
I know.
wasaza wimenya.
Exactly. Reka nkubwire
The last-
ibintu hari ibintu na bimwe tugenda twirengagiza tukigira ngo we are still young. Ngereka nkubwire kera sinajyaga njya muri mama kwe y'abantu numvaga koko ugenda ajya mu makwe yane na mama ubu se uko nubwo abantu bakuru
ariko reka
Cyane
nkubwire
cyane.
ikintu kimaze kunyereka ko nakuze like
You
80%
are-
of my circle baragiye.
This
Ubanza
girl every
nshaje.
Saturday she
noneho
has a function.
ikindi maze kubona ko nshaje abana bavutse ndeba batangiye kujya muri segonderi.
I think we can end the video.
In fact segonderi nazo zararangiye.
Oh yeah. Secondary, leave alone that. Ngewe ejo bundi hari umwana. Umva, I carried that child. Nukuri, I remember that. And they told me she's waiting for exams. She finished her senior 6.
nanjye ejo bundi nari ndimo kuvugana na a family, a relative, ndimo kumubwira I think anyway twaraganiraga ahita ambwira ngo ubu ngubu se ko abana bose bagiye. I'm like excuse me, bagiye hehe se? In my head bagiye hanze, bagiye muri interina, bagiye muri segonderi. I'm like what? abo ni abana bavutse
Oh, yeah.
ntaramenya kuvuga.
For that one, eh?
Turagiye.
Let me. I said honesty. For that one, I haven't come to terms with it. I am still. I haven't accepted yet. Kuku, the children that you carried.
Some of them are finishing schools. The other ones are getting married or have kids.
On your case, I am wondering if this girl
Nah,
lied
let
to
me
about her age.
let me tell you. There is this girl we met the other day, Natasha Bukwe, the other Saturday.
Yeah.
She's married and she has a kid.
That is child abuse.
No,
Should get justice for those children.
no, I think she's either 21 or 22.
Anyway.
But I'm asking myself, I am not that old.
You are.
Why is this child
You are.
introducing me to the husband? You can't say a husband and say I'm older than you. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. Yeah, baba way. As in, I know this girl, Arumngana. But anyway, we move.
Yeah. So
I'm not that. I swear, I'm not that old. It's just that the world is
moving on faster than.
faster than I'm growing. But anyway, yes.
Yeah.
Ngayo nguko
So,
rero, let us know namwe igihe mwa realizing ko
you're growing.
you're
Cyangwa se-
growing or there is growth in kuko ushobora kutaba uri mukuru mu myaka but you have growth
You have
in-
grown. Cyangwa se sometimes sha uzi n'ukuntu bajya bavuga ngo inshingano buriya zituma ukura vuba.
kuri
By the way.
mbura
Responsibilities make you grow fast. Cyangwa se
Yes.
you grow more than the age. There are some people who have been having these things that we are talking about that
for
we
like
realized we are growing up when this and that, and actually for them it's not even about growth.
yeah hari
for them,
umwana
they
uba
feel like it's
waratangiye
part of
kwita
their-
ku muryango bafite nk'imyaka 13.
For them they feel like it's part of their character.
Yes,
Cyangwa se
bakavuga
it's-
ngo,
that is
uko
how
ni
they are
ugukura.
created. So
Let us know in the comments, and thank you so much for subscribing and for liking and for sharing. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for following up on us. Those people who text us bakatubaza twagiye hehe, we
we haven't
really
uploaded
appreciate-
for a long time. Shall we
Nukuri,
appreciate?
thank you so much, and please subscribe. Those who are watching that haven't subscribed, please subscribe, because it helps us. It helps us know that we have an audience that we speak to. We are not speaking to ourselves. So thank you so much. Abantu baduhagarika mu nzira mukadusuhuza. God bless you. Abantu batwandikira, abantu mbese murakoze.
Kandi in the comment, please put there anything else you feel like we should talk about at some point. Kuko, we are not going anywhere.
We are here to stay.
To serve you. We intend
Yes.
to bring more of this for a long time. So please, in your comment, put there anything that you feel like we should talk about. I know some things some of you might not relate. Others you can relate more than we even talk about. Like now, this topic, I know it has a lot.
Yeah.
A
Hari
lot.
n'abandi muri mwebwe muri bwumvire ko ibyo twavuze atari growth ari I don't know, but please understand that we have different opinions and
we also respect your opinion in case
Yes.
something doesn't seem anyway. But like we said, we only talk about our experience.
yes,
So feel free to also
we are not
tell
life
us about
gurus.
yours. And
Thank you so much. Bye.
bye.